Morning guys, welcome back to my channel. So today guys, I'm gonna title this. No, I can't title this get ready with me because I'm just gonna fix my face. But I'm not gonna put any makeup. Just gonna put my sunscreen on and a little bit of eyebrows. When my hair is getting long, so probably tomorrow I'll get my hair cut. What do you think guys? I'm already losing weight. I'm already on my 137. 137.7 to be exact. That is my weight today, this morning. And my son and I and John went for a walk this morning around 6:45 in the morning because it's still not hot. Okay, I'm gonna put my sunscreen on. So today I already finished last night the boxes, so I'm gonna send 2 box. So my husband already tape it, and then I'm just gonna put the address, and then he's gonna tape it all around. I'll show it to you later. So I'm still using my Hero because it was on clearance. And so just gonna clean this room and do some errands, like not errands. I'm just gonna clean this room, pay bills, and I'm really trying my best to be really active, that I will sit less and move more. So before I was like, gonna do that later. But now I'll be like, okay, Kathy, stop using your phone and get out of this couch. So since Jean went to nap, that was like around 10:30, he went to nap. So I made a video from yesterday. I edited the video from yesterday, and then it's coming out today. So I download video, like vlog like this, every 12 noon of whatever day, because whenever I think that I made a vlog, then I'm gonna edit it and then upload it 12 noon. So but if I don't have any vlog, then I'm not gonna upload anything. But if I'm doing a skincare review, I'm gonna upload that during the night, around 12 midnight. So that's how I upload my video. If it's vlog, it's gonna be 12 noon during the day, whatever day. I don't have really a specific day. My skincare review, the same. I don't have a specific day, but I have a specific time, like 12 midnight for my skincare review. So that's how I do my vlog. So if you have a specific day that you want me to upload, then just comment below. Or what topic do you want to talk about? Just comment below. And don't forget to also hit subscribe, like, and share. So as I was saying, I'm trying to be active now. Now that, I'm gonna give you this is what I was about to talk about in this vlog. I forgot. So I was about to update you with my tests, the ENT test and the ultrasound. So I yesterday, it's a good timing because I already get my result from my ultrasound yesterday when I was filming, and then the doctor's office called me, and it's not really a good news, but at the same time, I'm not yet really, like, I'm sad with that result, but it still needs to be, what do you call that? It still needs to be, so hard, no? The English, my dictionary is not working, pumping. So it still needs to be observed. Like the doctor said to the secretary, that we still need to observe for 3 months. So I have a cyst on my left side ovary. I tried to ask that secretary what size of that, and she don't know. She don't see it in the ultrasound paper. And I said, can you email me the result? And they said that we don't email. If you want, you can pick it up. But I said, no, I'll just check it on September. Is my next appointment for my next ultrasound. So I was like, disappointing, because this is my second cyst. First here, second is on my ovary. It's not really the secretary didn't really clarify any details on my ultrasound. She didn't really specify if it's inside the ovary or outside the ovary, so I don't know. And when it comes to my ENT, they said that they're gonna do some biopsy next month just to make sure that there's not really a cancer going on with my cyst. So I really have a cyst. That's what my ENT doctor said. The lymph nodes that said on the CT scan, I don't need to really get worried of that, he said, because usually when you have inflammation in your body, lymph nodes get swollen, so you don't have to worry about that. Now that you have a cyst, of course you're gonna, and then if you have acne on your skin, whatever, you're gonna have a lymph node swollen. So because your body is inflamed, your lymph nodes react. That's what the ENT said. So the ENT said that I'm gonna have a biopsy on July. He said we'll do it after the Independence Day. So I said okay, and I asked if it's gonna hurt, and he said that no, because I'm gonna put a numbing cream on it, and we'll just what did he, I just know that word and then now I forgot about it. Oh, we'll just drain the fluid out of your cyst. I really thought this is my thing, I really thought that a cyst is hard, like hard blood clot thingy. So when I googled it, because I asked my brother, they said they're just gonna drain my fluid on my cyst. And he said, my doctor took out some really big lump of tissue, he said. So I said, oh. And he said he never used numbing cream. That's the difference, because he's supposed to use the numbing cream. That's what my brother said, because it hurt. The third time they poked my neck, he said it really hurt. And I said, well, that's what popped in my mind. That's why I asked my doctor if it's gonna hurt, and he said no, because I'm gonna put a numbing cream and we're just gonna drain the fluid. All you're gonna feel is like when they take your blood draw. That's just how you're gonna feel. Maybe more painful than the blood draw. So oh, then it's good then, because I don't feel any pain, except probably it depends on the hands that doing the blood draw, because sometimes there are people that really don't know how to do that blood draw, that they just poke you and then don't think about that it's painful. So I said okay, let's go on then, because I really want to know if, and then he said that whatever result comes out, then we'll just observe for another 6 months, and then we'll do another ultrasound on your neck, because here on your ultrasound it doesn't really specify how big is your cyst. They only said what's the size of your lymph nodes and stuff like that, but the cyst, it doesn't really specify. And then he really like pushed this one, and I was about to choke. And then when he pushed it in, he said probably this one is around 2 centimeters. So okay, I'm gonna explain that the cyst is a sac that filled with fluid. I'm gonna show you a picture, because I googled it last night, because I was thinking, why is that my doctor saying that he's just gonna drain the fluid? So I checked what is a cyst, because I have a cyst on my left side ovary, and it's not a myoma, because I googled it last night. And myoma is different from the cyst. So they're not the same, because the cyst is a blockage of ducts or glands leading to a buildup of fluid or other substances with a sac-like structure. This can occur due to virus, including infection, trauma, hormonal imbalance, which I think it is the reason. I'm not sure yet, but that's what I'm thinking. So he said that he's gonna just drain this. I'm not sure with my ovary yet if what the doctor will do after 3 months. So this is how it looks like. I googled it on my for my ovary. So this I know already. I have already a hint of this, because the first time I delivered my first child, my daughter, I went like just for curiosity, because my mother has a myoma, and my sister has a myoma as well. So it's like I was feeling my stomach one day. This is during the morning, and then I felt like a little bump on my on my pelvic area, and then I just brushed it off. And then one day on my third child, I feel like it gotten bigger. I thought I was just skinny, that it feels like it's bigger, but I don't know if that's the case, or that's a case. But how I think is that it gotten bigger. That's how I felt from the first child to my second to my third child. So from first child to my third child, it gotten bigger. Like, I feel like it gotten bigger, and then I brushed that off because I didn't get pregnant until after 15 years, after 14. How old is? After 13 years. So I didn't get pregnant until 13 years. So I never thought about that lump again. And then suddenly, I was really not about to go to my OBGYN, because ever since 2013, when I come here in the United States, up to I got pregnant with John, my youngest baby, I never went to OBGYN. Never. Because I never felt like I needed to go there. So I never had this, because in the Philippines I always go every year. But I never really said about my lump that I felt. And I never experienced that they were feeling my stomach. I don't know, they never did that. Yeah, I just realized they never did that in the Philippines, that they were like tapping here. She said, lay down, I'm gonna check your boobie, and then I'm gonna check your pelvic. And then when she checked my pelvic, and she said, are you feeling pain in this part? You know, the part where you feel the cramps whenever you have your period? That's where I felt it. And then I said, yes, I feel that pain. And she said, okay, you're gonna get an ultrasound. I said, why? I'm feeling something on that part of your belly. She said that I'm feeling some lump. I said, okay, but I already suspected that, because I already knew that I have something on my left side of my pelvic. I already know that, but I never expect that it's gonna be a cyst. I really thought that it's just a trauma when you're giving birth. I really thought that it's something like changes that happens whenever you deliver a baby. Because in the Philippines, I never felt like we push and feel my belly. Yeah, they never did that to me. So now I know I have a cyst, and they want to know if it's gonna get bigger next year. It doesn't bother me until last month, really. Wow, yeah. I felt my cyst here March, and then I felt the pain on my belly around the same month, March, because I can feel it. I really thought that it's because I'm sitting a lot that I feel like the pain here on my pelvic, and I thought it's because from my exercise too. That's why I never bothered with the pain. But when the time that it started, like I was having this discharge all the time whenever I pee, it doesn't smell, and it's a translucent, it's a transparent, it's a clear discharge. Like, it's not white, it's a clear one. It's like a, how can I describe this? It's like a slimy clear. No scent, no smell, nothing like that. It's just that whenever I pee, then I get a discharge. And the doctor said, okay, I'm just gonna check, I'm gonna swab your thingy. What does she use that? But yeah, I'm just gonna swab and then send the swab to the lab, so we will know why you're having a discharge. So they called me last week, and they said, that was Friday, I guess, I had that, they sent me a antibiotic, and the doctor called Tuesday, because Monday was holiday, and then they called me Tuesday, and they said that you have a bacterial vaginosis, which I said, where do I get that? And she said that if your pH are, what do you call this? Boy, it's really hard to look for a good word to say. When your pH is imbalanced, when it's imbalanced, then you gonna have this, probably this bacteria was accumulated until your pH got imbalanced. So that's how you get the bacteria thingy, whatever. That's how they explain it. It's like a accumulation of bacteria until it damages my pH, whatever, like that. I don't know. But yeah, so I was thinking, like, because I wasn't going to my OB for almost 13 years, probably I never really get aware that my pH or I have a bacteria, because I never felt anything. anything until now. Because if I never felt anything, because I was due for checkup last year. No, I was due a checkup when my baby turns 1 year. No, that's not it. Hold on. Let me retrieve my brain. So, I was due to go back to my OB last year around August. So my child was born January, and then I supposed to come back August that year. But I never went back because I was like, "No, I don't think I need to go back." This is this is like the thinking, the lazy thinking, right? Because I was overwhelmed that time because I was like, I just finished breastfeeding, and then it's a lot going on in my brain, and then I was about to go to the Philippines. It's like going on. I don't wanna, when something's bothering me, I don't wanna do anything until that thing is solved. That's how I process everything. If something's bothering me, until that part of my brain didn't get resolved, I will not move out of the couch, or I will not do anything else unless that is done and resolved. So that's how I process my thing. So I said, okay, I think I don't need to go there. So until March, when they said I have this, and then I'm feeling pain on my pelvic, I was like, I really need to go to the doctor to have a check, because I want everything, check while it's still early. If my body is giving me a sign that I need to go to the doctor, I have to go to the doctor, because it means that my body is really fighting for something. So that is how I found out that I have my cyst and I have bacteria. So now I'm already done with my antibiotics. I took that for 10 days, and now I'm feeling relief on that pain on my pelvic, which is good. So, and I don't have any more of that discharge. And the other one too that I've noticed ever since that pain started is that 1 week before my menstruation period, I always get a spotting for a week. Like for a week, it's like a reddish, but kind of turn into like it's something like this color. Not sure if you can see it. It's something like this color when the spotting. So that's how it looks like with my underwear. It's like, I'm having all the time, whenever I get a period, I will have a spotting for a week first before the heavy flow comes in. So I'm noticing changes on my cycle. I'm noticing pain. I'm noticing discharge. So those are like, I'm saying, really not normal for me, because I never had that before having a child. Before my youngest one, I never felt, or I never experienced those. So I was like, I really need to go to the doctor. So that's the time I went to the doctor and make a schedule. At first I was disappointed because I can't go back with my OB, and then finally when I called the sister company and they said, okay, we're gonna make you an appointment, and then the doctor from that sister company called me and said, no, you can go back with Dr. Katie, because that's my doctor. We had the same name, Catherine, with the same spelling. So she said, you can go back to Dr. Katie, don't worry, everything's gonna taken care. I'm gonna tell them to schedule you, and you're going back there. She's gonna take care of you, okay? And I was so happy when they made that call. I was not about to answer it. I was like, I don't want to answer it. But I answered the call, and they said, we're gonna reschedule you, don't worry, you can go back to Dr. Katie, you don't need to come back, you don't need to go here. Oh, okay. I said, that's much better, because I'm used to Dr. Katie, Sometimes you feel like when you do your, I don't know, for some reason, we're both women, but I feel like I don't want to show my anyway, at first I don't want to show it, but this time I'm already, it's okay, check it out. But yeah, that's what I said. And she said, Dr. Katie is a good doctor. She's really great when it comes to like, don't worry, we'll do this, don't worry. She's like, don't worry, I got you, something like that. She always makes sure that we're gonna do something about it. So, which I'm really thankful for that. I'm so blessed with the doctor I have. I really am blessed to have a good doctor, because it's hard to look for a good doctor, and for a doctor that will really care. Because my primary doctor doesn't seem like, I'm not sure, because he's just new, but I never saw that with Dr. Katie. But yeah, well, maybe because my primary doctor is a male, I don't know. But yeah, no, my other primary doctor before, it's a female, but she just want me to watch the YouTube channel. But anyway, yeah, so I was thinking like, once this resolved, I got everything on schedule, everything in my health, everything, I already have it laid out and scheduled everything, to make sure that, I was even saying yesterday to the one that called me that, what's with this cyst? It's like all over my body. It's like, what do you mean? Because I have a cyst on my thyroid part. And she said, oh, so it's like holding me back with my strength training. That's how I feel. Because I'm lifting heavy, and then I feel like, this is what I noticed as well. It's like I'm going to a different topic now, because I think I'm done with my ENT and my ultrasound. Because whenever I do my strength training, I notice that my lymph nodes is swelling more, and then my thyroid, my cyst here feel like gets bigger. So I feel like when this gets bigger, and this will also get swollen. That's how I feel, because it's inflamed. I don't know. That's how I feel, because now I'm not exercising, and I cannot even feel my cyst here. I feel like it's not there unless I push it. But whenever after I exercise, and then for a few days, that will be swollen. I can really feel it whenever I swallow my, like this, when I swallow this, whenever it's swollen, I can really feel that it's there. So I don't know if my doctor said strength training doesn't have to do with this, and I also asked about the diet. It has nothing to do with this, but I still try to do a good diet. Make sure I have lots of fats, lots of protein, and a little bit of carbs. Not a lot, but a little bit of carbs. And I'm lessening my, whenever I'm angry, I'm really angry. So, but recently I've been awakened to the part, like, when nobody hears you or nobody comprehends what you're saying, just quit talking, because I feel like they're not listening. So when did I have that realization? I guess only the other day. I only had that realization the other day. Yeah. And then I told to myself that I'm just gonna love myself for now. Only myself. Until I rehabilitate. So that's gonna be my next topic. It's how I proceed to that, how I thought about that, and how I'm proceeding to that, and how am I doing with that. That's gonna be my next topic. But for now, I'm gonna clean this. I'm gonna show the room because it's really messy. There, I'm gonna clean this. This didn't fit the body buying box, so I'm just gonna put that in that cabinet. Everything that didn't fit will go back to the cabinet for the next box, like for the upcoming box, because I know that this will not be the last box. So here it is. This is kind of bulky to the side here, so we're gonna try to just put the address, and then we'll tape it all over so it will not, it will be safe. This one is better because it's not really bulky on the side. I am telling you guys that this is the only body buying box. This is the only body buying boxes that I didn't put a lot of clothing. For some reason, I was shocked that, oh my gosh, my camera is dying. Yeah, so I was shocked that I never put a lot of clothes in this, because I feel like I only put a very little amount in this box, but it's heavy, very heavy. So yeah, so we'll talk again next time, guys. If you enjoyed this video, kindly like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to share. Thank you.